Okay, so let's have a look at this question on functions. So from question 13 from 2015, the graph of the linear function y is equal to f of x is drawn on the coordinate grid below. Using the same axis, draw the graph of each of the following functions where minus 6 is less than or equal to 6, x is less than or equal to 6. Okay, so often called the domain. It's the values that x goes between, so minus 6 to 6. Label each graph clearly. So the first one they want you to draw is y is equal to f of x plus 2, and B, they want you to draw y is equal to minus f of x. Okay, so this is a little bit different in that they haven't given you the function. Instead, they've drawn the graph for you. Okay, so normally, as you know, we would have a table as such. We'd put the function in the middle, and we would calculate our y values. Okay. Doesn't want to write for me. Okay, so minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've run out of space, 6. Okay, or of course you can go up in twos. So at minus 6, my y value is 4. Okay, so I go over minus 6 on my x-axis and it's up to 4 on my y. So that coordinate is minus 6, 4. Okay, now you don't have to fill out this table. I'm just trying to link it to functions questions where you have to draw the table in the first place, okay? I might go every second number. So minus 4 then is y equal to 3. Minus 2, y is equal to 2. 0, y is equal to 1, and so on and so forth. Okay? So on all the way down. So traditionally you would have developed this table and then you'd have plotted the graph. So they've kind of given it to you backwards. In this case, they've given you the graph and they've asked you to do more plots from it without actually giving you the function in the middle. Okay, so remember that y is the same as f of x. Okay. So therefore, if they ask you then to go y is equal to f of x plus 2, as they've done in this case, draw a proper bracket plus 2, then they want you to add 2 onto the y values. And if we do that, it would be 6. 3 plus 2 would be 5. 2 plus 2 would be 4. 1 plus 2 would be 3, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's plot some of those. So then we have minus 6, 6. So spot up here. We have minus 4, 5. Minus 2, 3. 0. Sorry. Minus 2, 4. And 0, 3. Okay, so in other words, and you would have been perfectly okay if you went straight here to the graph, okay? You did not have to do this table as part of the answer. If you knew that, and it's easier obviously to draw this with a ruler, okay? And label each graph, that's super important. So this is f of x plus 2. So sometimes it's easier to describe it as the original y value and you've added on 2. So everything moved up 2. Okay, now let's change color. We'll go for purple and let's do y is equal to minus f of x. Okay, so what would that look like? Well, let's fill it in here instead and see what would minus f of x looks like. Okay, well, if the answers are positive here, then the minus is going to change them. So minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this plus 4 up here would be minus 4 down here. this plus 3 up here would be minus 3 here. And this one would be minus 2. And this one would be 1. And this one would still be 0. Okay, so it's going to cross over at 0 at the same point. This one here now at 4 is at minus 1. So minus 1 is plus 1. And 6 is down here at minus 2. So minus 2 would be up here at 2. Okay, so again, draw them together. Okay, and it's a line, okay? So if you get a situation where you put a point in wrong, so for in other words, if I just had misseen and I had a point up there, okay, and your line went like this kind of thing and went back down again, well, you know that you've made a mistake, okay? Or what I do is I join the first line and the last line together, and then I can see if a point is not on that line, then I have made some sort of a mistake. Okay, so look out for that when you're plotting lines. So that was that question. Out from, I need to obviously label this one. So y is equal to minus f of x.